Mist, your weekly dose of spooky shenanigans within the mist-swept valley of Barovia. My name is Alexander Thomas, and as always, I will be your dungeon master. Say hello, poor helpless victims.
Four.
I said poor helpless victims.
Oh,
Hello.
enunciation.
Hello.
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 Enunciation.
We need some money.
So thank you for tuning in, everybody. It's going to be an insane session after our crazy cliffhanger last week. This is episode 8, the Feast of St. Andrals. As far as announcements go, I do want to thank the people who followed us in the last couple of days, Cat Soiree and SKWire_Cortez. Thank you so much for joining the Geek Nation and coming to hang out with us. And as a special reminder to everybody out there, this is also holidays. So any subscribers who give one gift sub or cheer 300 bits will unlock special holiday emotes and give those emotes to the community. So if you want to see a bunch of crazy Santa Clauses and stuff down in the chat, be sure to spread the Geek Unleashed love. I don't have much in the form of announcements. It's on normal subs too, so if you subscribe ordinarily, you will also get that benefit. I don't have much else in the form of announcements other than I'm excited, and I've been excited all week. Do we want to go ahead and roll the opening credits, guys?
He's so excited to kill us that we're just getting right into it.
All right, everybody. All right.
Nope.
Kevin's gone.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble.
We'll get Kevin back. So while Kevin is coming back, who would like to recap what happened last week for an extra point of inspiration? Usually, we make the guy who was missing last week do it.
No.
No. Okay, I'll do it.
I didn't get to watch the whole
then.
thing, so I don't want to recap it.
That's right.
That's
right.
fine. I'll do it. Okay. So last week we went to the orphanage to figure out what happened to the bones. And I'm blanking on people's names because I can't find my notes at the moment. But got to the orphanage and took on a demon that was possessing a small child there who may or may not have been killing his friends, pushing them out windows. It was real creepy, real fun. We met with the Baron, who was a lovely person that was trying to get us to take out a woman who he believed was being nasty, possibly consorting with the devil, aka Strahd, whose name we can't use in this town. There was a talk with some servants, figured out that they may or may not be being sacrificed by the Baron. That was also fun. And we ended up going to a shop where we figured out the bones were possibly with a dude there who, rest in pieces, was blown up as we went upstairs, and 6 vampires popped out and, tried to kill us before the battle even started, which is where we're picking up today.
Nature of the beast, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Great.
So we will go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and press on because Kevin just let me know that his internet is coming back up. So he'll be back momentarily. But in the meantime, I can get you guys onward and upward. So as was stated in the recap, there was an incident involving a glyph of warding that froze everybody except for Tyrion because of his shield master abilities and being way in the back. And a bunch of vampires emerged from the crates. So at this point, I would like everybody to roll for initiative. I would also like for Lily and Tristan to roll an Arcana check.
All right. Oh, I still have Beetlejuice's character sheet. Does that mean he has access?
I should probably give him access to his sheet.
I can see my sheet.
Oh, okay. Are you on the right table?
Probably not. Maybe I'm the problem.
Yeah.
You're on the wrong table, but you're not the problem. Did you add yourself to the new table? No, not yet.
Nope, I didn't know there was a new table.
Initiative 4. I
Wow.
hope my Arcana check is better than that.
Was that the technical difficulty solution?
No, it'll fix itself when.
I meant creating a new table.
No.
Yes, that was one technical situation, but not that one.
Okay, hit join a game.
Initiative.
Yes, please roll initiative.
Okay.
I sent the link over in Discord, Damon, so you could join in.
Excellent.
And then when you join as a player, I can assign Beetlejuice to you.
Just a second.
Woohoo!
Hello, welcome back.
Apparently I know things.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, my Arcana check and your Arcana check, we got this.
So Tristan and Rowan, you do know with those Arcana checks that there was another glyph of warding that went off. And Tristan, you know that glyph of warding cast a clairvoyance spell.
What does that do? Do I need to... Oh, wait, I guess he would explain.
That means someone's spying on us.
Ah. I
The
see.
massacre may be televised,
Yes.
which is kind of funny given that we're streaming. So,
Right?
Did roll initiative?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
please.
Where are our tokens? Oh, we gotta zoom out.
We're up on the second floor there.
So Matthias, you were up first.
Great.
Maybe. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, good job, Kevin, using that nat 20 on a initiative.
That's how I roll. Always at the least useful time.
Yeah, so he's still first.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, Matthias, what would you like to do?
Well, that's a loaded question, so I'm going to ignore that temporarily for now. Are those windows, like, say, there?
There are windows there. Windows there, and up here on the north. You do notice that all of those windows are currently boarded up
Boarded.
with wooden planks.
Crap.
Is it daytime outside?
It is, but it's Barovian daytime.
Is there sunlight outside?
The pale, ineffectual glow of sunlight that you vaguely recognize as being light.
Ineffectual. Got it.
Refresh my memory from last time. My sword was magicked up.
Yep.
From
Your
Tyrion?
your sword is elemental weaponed. So it's magical and does extra. I think you chose cold damage.
You chose poorly.
I think we might have lost him again.
No, he's still here.
Oh.
Or his
Maybe
face
not.
is frozen.
That's why I said I think I heard him start to talk and then it died.
Stop, child.
Yeah.
Well, we will bring him back when he comes back. Tristan, you're up.
Well, I had plans that involved Matthias. Well, I'm standing by the crates. I'm going to look over the crates and look over to straight down the line to the vampire I can see. And does your mother know that you were left out of the nest with looking like that? Vicious mockery.
Oh, I'm viciously
So glad
mocked.
the internet chose tonight to act stupid. Great. Thank you, internet.
So go ahead and roll your vicious mockery, Tristan. I'll bring you back in next, Kevin. I jumped onto Jonesy.
That's fine. My computer's or my internet is having an attack.
All right, so he fails. He takes 4 points of psychic damage.
And Matthias, inspire.
I'm sorry, which one did you just hit? With the red dot?
Nope, one next to him.
Ah, okay.
I just looked straight ahead and mocked him for that outfit.
Who can blame you? All right, I'm
Look at them.
rushing up here. I'm going to have at thee with that one that's just been mercilessly mocked.
Awesome. Mercilessly hack her down.
That's a girl.
Yes, that one actually looks like a young peasant girl.
Is the does the spell on my sword give a plus, or is it just the elemental damage?
It does both. It makes it magical and it adds the extra elemental damage.
So it's a +1, so that's a 13 to hit.
13 hits, but it doesn't break through the vampire's naturally hard skin. So you rush up, bring the sword down. It kind of slatters against her unnaturally difficult skin.
Okay. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like, so the damage doesn't get through?
Damage does not get through. You don't overcome the armor class.
Oh, okay. Well.
But you get to swing again.
You and your flavor text. All right, I'm going to swing again.
Oh, that's a lot
22?
better.
Add an extra D4 of cold.
D4 of cold. So 3 more cold.
So 7 total damage?
No, 8 total damage.
8 total damage.
Yep, because it's +1.
So you come zipping up with the cold sword, bring it down once, doesn't go through, but you hack in decently the second time in the same spot and sort of spray this black blood all over you.
Naturally. Good stuff.
All right, Beetlejaw, you're up next.
We're all like crippled here, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Can I, as a free, I want to do my
Second
second
one.
wind.
Yes, you can do that.
That's a D10 plus my level.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Oh, that's 5 D10s. That's not what I wanted. Let's
you
try
sure?
that again.
Are you sure that's not what you wanted?
I mean, well, okay, it is what I wanted. All right, so 8 my level is 13 healing. All right, I can deal with that.
Nice. But yes, Beetlejaw, everybody's pretty knocked up pretty bad. You do see, well, except for Tyrion, who was able to hide behind his shield at the last minute. But you notice that Tristan, you and Lily are all looking pretty jacked up back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, how jacked up I really was.
Give me 2 seconds here. Okay. So I had to like remember what all I gave myself or didn't give myself. I will use lay on hands on Lily
Thank you.
and give her 10 points. So he just kind of reaches his hand in front of him, and puts it on her shoulder to. She'll feel like a really warm sensation as she heals.
Thanks.
Ooh, fancy.
Fancy. I think I have a bonus action now. Hold on. Yeah, as my bonus action, I'll cast. I'll burn a spell slot to cast Sanctuary on Matthias.
Awesome.
Who we lost again, huh?
Yeah, he'll come back. Wish his internet wasn't acting up.
Gonna be one of those nights.
I'm sure he wishes it wasn't acting up too.
And then are you going to take a move action, Beetlejaw, or are you happy hanging out there?
I'll hang out here for now.
Okay. Lily Scratch.
Oh boy.
You skipping me, Alex?
No, Lily's got a 13. You've got a 12.
I got a 4, I thought.
Yeah, I
Oh.
see her in here with a 4, Alex.
She's got a 13 also. Tyrion.
Why do I have a 13?
I think it was, and Tyrion has a 4 also too. So I think it was from an old
Interesting. Oh.
Your turn, Tyrion.
Okay. I was just gonna. This is weird. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. I move to there. I am going to use my last 3rd level spell of the day to cast Beacon of Hope. So the entire party has advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws, and any healing automatically restores the complete highest amount that it can.
Dang, that's awesome.
Yes.
That probably doesn't work on lay on hands, right?
Well, I think that does a set
Right.
amount, doesn't it?
Yeah, because you're not rolling it.
Okay.
Yeah, so any rolled damage. I'm going to turn around. Lily, Tristan, we need to find the bones. We need to get the hell out of here. Bonus action, summon my hammer and attack purple from this square.
That hammer. I think I put the hammer token in the hero section. No, I didn't. Where'd I put it? And it attacks purple, you said?
Yes, it will attack purple.
Awesome.
Not with
we'll
a
miss
natural one.
Yeah.
Not with a natural one.
So what does that turn look like, Tyrion, as you do your thing?
So basically, what little light there is inside this boarded up second floor seems to get just a bit brighter above each of the party members, kind of filling them with a sense of warmth, yelling back at Lily and Tristan, and then throwing the hand out to summon the hammer.
Nice. All right, Lily.
Lily has one question for the DM, so I guess I have a question. Do I know? Well, I don't know. Do we know where the bones are? Do we see them?
Give me a perception check.
All right, that makes more sense. Since we're being yelled at over here. I'm trying, she yells back. Perception. Probably not.
With an 18, you do see that there is a hidden compartment in this wall that has been blasted open by the cone of cold, and you do see inside there is a burlap bag.
Oh, we're pretty close to them. So I will yell to Tyrion that they're pretty close to you if you can't see them. Up to your left.
Don't point them out. You'll just let them know where they're at.
Oh, okay. We can ignore that on a player fault then, since I don't know what that means. So I guess I'll just use Eldritch Blast. Yeah. Because I'm trying to figure out what all I have.
Who are you Eldritch blasting?
Actually, cool question. Would it help if we grabbed the bones? Can I do that? Like, do we
You
need
can.
them?
It'll take you an action. You'll have to move over there and pick them up, but you can do that.
I
if you want to.
have Mage Hand. Does that work for that?
It would work for that. It is a spell that you would cast, and you could pull the bones to you.
I have a cantrip for that. So
Yes.
Awesome.
Do it.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm going to send my ghosty spectral hand toward those. Sorry, there is an echo, and I just heard myself, and that threw me off like crazy. I'm going to send them and grab them and bring them to me unless someone wants them better or more.
That you're close to the exit, which is exactly what we want to do with those things. So that's a good call.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send my spectral hand to them and bring them towards me for my move.
You have the bones with you. And you can take a move action if you want to also.
Get the fuck out of Dodge, Lily.
So you want me to run downstairs?
Yeah. I think that's a good call.
We've only got room for one Leroy Jenkins up here, and I've done it.
And he's done it, so.
All right.
Get them bones out of here.
So Lily double checks. All right, as long as you guys are sure, I'll head out. I don't know what to do with them. Do I know what to do with them, actually?
Not let
Yes.
the vampires get them.
Not let the vampires get them. Exactly.
All right, give me that instruction, and Lily will, I guess, take her move action to go back.
GTFO.
Vamos. Vámonos.
GTFO.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 gets you to the bottom of the stairs.
Peace be with me. You have to move the bones. I can't move them.
Can you put a
I'm just going to put a symbol on Lily.
Yeah.
Matthias, I don't know if you know this because you kind of leaped out with internet, but you have Sanctuary on you right now.
Oh, that is good to know.
So,
You also have Beacon of Hope, so you have advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws.
The vampire's turn. This vampire in the back here, he's kind of a rustic, sort of like Michael Myers looking dude. He's going to leap out. He's going to tear the boards off this window and leap out. And this one's going to do the same thing. And this one will follow out the hole.
Good day, walkers.
And this one, I guess we'll charge Matthias. But this one will invoke an attack of opportunity from Matthias as it runs past.
Well, I can't pass that up.
You're going to get rid of Sanctuary if you do it.
And Sanctuary is just preventing them from attacking me?
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's running over.
I think I get one too.
You do.
He's also running over all the crates and the piles of wood.
Homie's got spider climb.
I'm going to risk it to try and take a chunk out of this one just because I don't think we want it catching up.
Okay.
To Lily.
Definitely don't.
Rough, buddy.
Okay.
nice.
Great use of Sanctuary. The Bardic Inspiration, what is that, a D6?
D8.
D8?
D8.
That's still pushing it. I better hold on to that for a better swing.
Well, everyone else gets to swing at him too because he ran by every single one of us.
Yep.
Yep.
There's a question though, Alex. That's a reaction. That's a reaction to do that, right?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
So yeah.
I smacked the
Beetlejaw.
vampire.
Yeah, he takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Vampire red. And then Beetlejaw, you also get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, did it go by me?
Yeah, he went by you.
If it's a react, do I still get double attack?
No, because it's a reaction.
I'm swinging with my silver sword.
It is
He-
it is magical. It's a 13.
13 doesn't hit. So yeah, the vampire just kind of whizzes on past everybody except Tyrion, who gets a good shield bash in. And then these two vampires are going to take a bite out of Matthias.
They can try.
So first one gets 2 claw attacks.
No, those both miss.
And the other one gets 2 other claw attacks.
No.
Oof.
Heck
So the
yeah.
vampires kind of descend on you, but Matthias, you can tell that they're sort of in a blood rage, like they've been stuck in these crates for a little while and they're a little hungry.
Wait, how many crates? Sorry.
There were 6
Lots
of
of
them,
crates.
so
8 crates.
I was Facebook snubbed on an Easter egg earlier today, so I have to work all the ones in I can say.
Awesome. Well, Matthias, it's your turn again.
All right. Purple's been hit before, yes?
not yet. No.
I thought somebody blasted that one.
Purple's been hit. Purple's
Oh,
been
yeah.
hit. Pink has not been hit.
Yeah. All right. I will. Okay. Additional lag. There is no longer a 5-foot step, but there's a guarded step. Is that correct?
Disengage. Take the
Disengage.
standard action. You can move without taking an attack of opportunity.
Oh, but that means not attacking. I can't have that.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to attack. Purple. Is an 18 hit?
It
Or
sure
19,
does.
excuse me. So
19 does
19.
hit.
It's a bonus D4
4. Yep.
for 15 points.
Yep.
15 total.
Yes. Second attack.
Swing, swing.
It's a D8 on the Bardic Inspiration.
Correct.
Yes.
I'm going to risk it.
You're
I
at
need
10 right now. Yeah.
I need to hit. So 17?
It
hit?
sure does. That'll hit.
Okay. And then the
Woohoo.
D4. So 8 to 10 more points of damage.
10 more points of damage. So yeah, what happens as you make this attack?
They come screaming
I'll be
in, claws sort of scratching in their little blood rage, and it leaves that one vulnerable. And so 2 crossover swings of the longsword, and that one is hacked to bits.
Nice. All right. Well, he's not dead yet, but
Oh, okay. Sorry.
you hurt him real bad, but he's not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet.
Tristan, your turn.
So Tristan is going to take a step and peek around the corner and throw a dagger at the vampire on the stairs.
There's a vampire right there.
Peek around the corner. That dagger will turn into a cloud of daggers.
Ah, rude.
Really big cloud of daggers as I overcast it. So. And hold on 1 second, because I'm actually going to cast it as 3rd level instead, so I'm adding a couple more dice.
Nice.
So 13 points of damage.
So you chuck the dagger out. It turns into a huge cloud of daggers that surrounds Vampire Red as it starts digging into his skin.
Vampire Red.
Vampire Red.
Whose skin is it digging into?
Vampire Red.
Oh,
No. The cloud of daggers. Yeah.
Got it.
Vampire Red is not attacking anybody. He's
Got
going
it.
after Lily, but
Okay.
And then I look over at Beetlejaw and like, go get him! Inspire.
go get him, Ray.
All right. Does that end your turn, Tristan?
That will end my turn.
All right, Beetlejaw, you're up.
We're heading toward number red. Color red. Number red.
Number Red.
So that is the space that Number Red is in.
Oh, okay. I guess it go
Where's that?
right.
He's down one side.
Oh, he is down one. He is down one
Okay.
space. Yeah.
Right here.
Or else I wouldn't have had to lean around the corner.
Right. That's the trouble with those 2-level maps.
Alright, so we're swinging with the silver sword.
And your silver sword is enchanted by Tristan right now.
So that's what, +1 and then get extra D4?
No, just the +1. It's the regular lasts all day magic.
Ow. Oh. So that definitely hits. You do 5 points of piercing damage with the magic sword to Vampire Red.
The magic silver sword.
The magic silver sword.
Can we how much has this red one taken so far?
19.
He's been smacked a couple of times.
Can we make that a divine smite?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and add 3d8 because he's an undead.
That was awful.
But it's radiant damage, isn't it?
It is
Yeah, it
radiant
is.
damage.
That's
Grumble,
important.
grumble, grumble, grumble.
2
All right.
1s on that was ridiculous. Alright, and then second attack.
Yep, second attack. That becomes a 15, so it does hit for five more points.
Alex, we may need to zoom out on the map. The stream can't see everything.
Oh yeah. It's not showing lower level.
Yep. Little more. There it goes. That'll do it.
All right. After Beetlejaw is Tyrion.
All right. Purple's been smacked around a bit. That's who you kept your focus on, Matthias?
Yes.
All right. Boink.
Boink.
Dexterity save, please.
Oh, no.
Oh yes.
There's a cleric here. Ugh.
Ha!
All right, Vampire Purple takes 11 points of radiant damage.
And then Vampire Purple gets hammered.
Well, not yet. He's got to bite you before he can get hammered.
No, I'd prefer he gets hammered before he tries to bite me, therefore he misses.
Fair. 11's not going to hit.
Nope.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, Tyrion?
Yes. I'll kind of stay here as a buffer.
Cool. Lily, you're up.
Okay.
There's a vampire chasing you down the stairs.
With the cloak of daggers. Cloud of daggers.
Yep.
Cloak of daggers. Cloud of daggers. I mean, I guess I can turn around and Eldritch Blast it to do more damage so it leaves me alone. I imagine I'm like throwing it over my shoulder though. You know.
Yeah, go ahead, roll to hit. Uh, 15 will hit for 4 points of damage.
Nickel and dime.
Second blast.
Yep.
And then you get to blast again.
That's right. I forget to get to click it twice.
Pew 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 pew. Finger
Pew
guns.
pew 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 pew.
Ooh, for 9 more points.
Excellent. And I'm like I want you to know I am throwing this over my shoulder as I'm like I got the bones in one hand like an infant and I'm like
And you're free to take a move action too if you want to.
I'm gonna call back to my group and be like, where am I going with these?
Beetlejaw is at the top of the stairs, so he can probably direct you the best.
Okay. So yo, Beetlejaw, where am I going before I take a move action?
I don't really know, so I'm going to tell her the answer in the form of Alex's voice.
The best place to go would be the church because that would reconsecrate the church.
Great.
You assume that is what they're trying to prevent happening.
So I'm gonna leave them.
You don't have to, but you definitely don't want to stay getting chased by vampires.
Yeah.
Actually, you could move up the stairs and box the vampire in so he can't. Well, he's got spider climb. Never mind.
Yeah. I feel like I definitely need to take a move action. As a player, I need to do this. I don't know what
Your options are to, if you leave this building, they're going to jump you.
Yeah.
In the building, they're going to jump you. The only thing we could really do is, I don't know what else is nearby. I don't recall the city map, but if there's anyone else's home nearby,
yeah, I don't know. I feel like
break into that because they can't get in.
yeah, we could, but I don't want to leave my group, I guess, because that seems not a great idea either.
That is dying.
You can run to the main entry room and block the door so the vampire can't jump out after you.
We did lock the door behind us.
While the rest of us try to get downstairs to catch up with you.
Okay.
Cat.
So how do I do that?
You can just move 6 squares wherever you want to.
Okay. So you guys want me to move closer to the door? Is that what you were saying? Like, so they can't leave? Or...
Well, so you can run out the door because there's a door at the bottom of the stairs, isn't there? Looks like there is.
There is. Yep, there is.
Yeah.
And then run through one of the other doors and block it behind you.
So, like, go here.
Where? Okay.
And throw a table in front of the door so that they can't easily get through it. Or a chair. Put the chair against the doorknob.
Okay.
Looney Tunes this.
Yes.
Because I want to keep the bones safe. That is my main priority, right?
Yes.
Always my priority.
You want to catch back up to you, but there's a stupid vampire in our way.
All right. So I guess I'll call out to you guys. I'm going to lock myself in a room down here. So you know where I'm at since Edric has super hearing. I assume he can hear me say these things.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to move in here and barricade the door.
Cool. The vampires. Vampire Red takes some more Cloud of Dagger damage.
Yes, he does.
That's a good spell. I need to remember to take that spell if I ever play a bard.
So, control if I'm on the right page. Take a cloud of daggers, and I get 2 more dice. I need to add this because I cast it at the higher level. So 14 points of damage from the cloud of daggers.
Ow. And he does not regenerate this round because he took radiant damage last round.
Yes.
To that end, he is going to climb up the wall and he's going to climb up over Beetlejaw onto the ceiling. He's going to try to push Beetlejaw down the stairs through the cloud of daggers.
Does that somehow invoke an opportunity for attack?
No, because he never left your area of attack. So he's got to roll to hit.
Okay.
11's not going to hit.
Nope.
He's going to roll to hit again.
AC is.
Wow. Good job, vampires. So he completely misses you, but he's not in the cloud of daggers anymore.
Boo.
This one runs into town. This one runs into town, and this one runs into town, and you begin to hear screaming erupting in the streets of Vallaki.
Everything's fine here.
Purple's going to disengage and jump out the window,
That's rude.
and Pink is going to attack Matthias.
That's also rude. No. No.
Wow, it'd be nice if my vampires could roll higher than 16.
Shh, you bite your tongue.
Absolutely.
I want to
would
bite your
not.
tongues.
No.
Ooh.
All right,
Interesting.
Matthias, you're up.
All right. Well, it's a shame. I thought it might have actually been a deal purple with a death blow, but let's take a chunk out of Pink. 21.
21 will hit.
All right. So D4. So 9 total damage from the first attack. Second
Ow.
swing. $16
16 will hit.
for 11 points of damage.
Vampire Pink didn't like that. He will remember that. Are you going to take a move action, or are you happy hanging out there, Matthias?
As long as I don't disengage, it won't provoke an attack, yes?
If you disengage, it won't provoke an attack, but if you don't disengage, it will provoke an attack.
Even just, again, additional leg. So a 5-foot step would, there's no
Yep.
such thing. Okay.
As long as you leave threatened area. You can 5-foot step around in
So
the
I could
threatened
go down
area.
here and be fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. This way, step down here where there's more people waiting to stake you.
All right. Tristan, your turn.
Vampire Red. We don't like him.
I like him.
You don't like him, Sam. I am. I'm going to attack it with my rapier, which is kind of lame, but that's what I got. Lame versus vampires. 24 hits, I'm assuming.
It sure does.
For 7 points of damage. I would hope it got a hit. And I have a bonus action I can do.
Bonus action.
So he's going to take a dagger as well.
Nice.
For
17 also hits.
6 more points of damage.
Cool. So you're stabbing, you're doing your bard thing up against him on the ceiling, trying to push Beetlejaw down the stairs. And then it is Beetlejaw's turn.
I need to be able to do that. I need to learn how to do that.
Can I go down to her, or should I just keep fighting this thing?
Because the odds of the vampire ending back up, not into the cloud, is next to nothing. I'm going to stop concentrating on the cloud.
Okay.
Should I go down to her, or should I keep fighting this thing.
Fight the vampire.
I will swing. Is the silver swordman doing anything extra, Alex?
It is not.
Perfect. Okay.
It's just magical now.
Which admittedly is a very helpful thing to be.
Swing.
That's 6 more points of damage.
We're gonna smite it.
Why?
No regeneration. That's why.
That's exactly why, actually. Yes. Where you at?
We're over you.
I'm over you. Blah.
3d8, right?
Yep.
Yes. Yep, because he's an undead.
There it is.
How would you like to kill Vampire Red?
So since it's on the ceiling above me, I'll just sword straight up through its head, so it's like kind of pinned to the ceiling, and then just take a step forward and pull the sword out, and it falls to the ground.
No Buffy dust, though. Just lies there dead. Would you like to take a move action at this point, or are you happy hanging out there?
I will take a move action downstairs and be in front of the door that she's under.
Awesome.
Dog's with me.
Dog is back at the tavern.
Oh, we left him behind. Okay, great.
Yes.
Yep. Because I didn't want him to get blown up in the Glyph of Warding.
Much appreciated.
Tyrion Vale.
All right. Again. Put both my rolls out there.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yep. That makes
That one
it.
passes, but he does take 11 points of damage from the spiritual weapon.
Yes.
All right. Are you happy hanging out there? What do you want to do?
I am. I'm
So-
gonna call back to Tristan and ask what's happened with Lily. Tristan, what's going on back there?
He says he'll be back shortly.
Darn it.
Please hold.
Lily, your turn.
Question. Do I see anything in this room that can help us? Any healing items?
Give me a perception check.
Something. I mean, I figured I got him killed. I might as well like just rob him while I'm at it. You know?
You see one of those Gatling gun spike throwers from the Van Helsing movie.
That would be fantastic. If I roll a nat 20, that's definitely what I find.
Chugga, 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 chugga,
I am
chugga.
apparently the DM now. I have no idea what I rolled, so please hold.
Well, you rolled a 14. So while you're looking around, you do see there are a number of wooden stakes that have been freshly sharpened down here.
Okay. Can I say this out loud? Like, if anyone's out there, if anyone hears me, I've got some wooden stakes in here. If those work for vampires.
You also see a child-sized coffin that has the name Cedric Wood burned into the lid.
All right, that's creepy. I don't really think I want to do anything with that unless I need to. What do I do from that point on? So I guess I want to grab one of those, or at least a couple of those stakes. I have the bones in my hand though, so I probably can't carry that many. I guess I have pockets. I'm gonna shove a couple stakes in my pocket. I don't know if I want to leave the room though. There's no one out. Edric's in front of the door. So what do I do? Crap.
It's up to you. Do you want to leave the room?
Uh,
I will let you know you definitely hear the sound of murder outside.
yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna, I guess, try to come out of the room. Edric, am I able to get out of the room around you, or are you like barricading the door?
I think it'd be okay if I stepped aside for her. Is that right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I come out here, and I think that's gonna have to. I guess that can just be my turn because I don't think that I don't see any vampires close enough to hit, but I will hand Edric a stake and say, "Here, I found these."
Cool.
Excellent.
Vampire Purple has left the board. Vampire Pink is going to be hot and cold. And she's going to attack Matthias.
So yes and no.
And it's out. Ah, my God. I can't roll anything.
Good.
Now
Sorry.
you're up and then you're down.
Actually, that looks pretty flat in the middle right there, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Is it rolling D20s? Yeah, it is, I guess. Okay, cool. And then she will risk an attack of opportunity. She's going to make a move action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I will not hesitate to take it. Your
Swing and a miss.
suck at dice rolling is contagious, apparently.
And at this point, I will take us out of combat. As the vampires rush off and you can hear screaming beginning to echo throughout the town.
Right.
What would you guys like to do?
Go catch up with the rest of the party, but before we do that, and before I stop concentrating on the spell that I'm concentrating on, Tristan is still down hit points. Odin, stop it. Chewing on my cord. Anyways, Tristan is down hit points. Tristan will recover.
Thank you so much, MK Dill 14, for following us.
Tristan will get 12 hit points back as I cast Cure Wounds on him.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
I was a little busy with. I was planning to try to heal myself, but I was a little busy with like throwing clouds of daggers and stuff. So.
That's okay. If you want to heal somebody else before the spell runs out, that would be a good idea. Because I can keep concentrating on it for another 30 seconds, roughly.
Well, I could use a little if you're handing it out.
It's one of the things where we get to cast a spell and it does the automatic, like, best it can do for healing.
Yes, exactly.
So what's the...
Basically, if you cast Cure Wounds on him, whatever the maximum is you can get, he gets it automatically.
Okay, yeah. Anyone else hurt?
Yep.
I do have that prayer of healing, but I need 10 minutes for that, and I'd rather be back at the church if we're going to do that.
Yeah, so should we... Okay,
Well,
there we are.
I thought we had healing well, no, I guess they're all
Not all of them are Strahd potions.
okay.
What's the duration on spiritual weapon, Andy?
Give me a look.
I can burn through my spell slots.
1 minute.
1 minute, okay.
So
I can do another cure for Beetlejaw if you want to take care of Matthias. That way you're not burning 2. So Beetlejaw get 12 more hit points back.
Matthias gets 12.
Well,
There you go. Yep.
Thank you.
And actually, I'm going to cast a second one on myself. Because I was way down in hit points.
Go for it.
At this point, you guys begin to hear several fires breaking out in town.
Let's get out there and see what the hell's going on.
How many vampires escaped? All 6?
All of them, yes. No,
Except for
5.
Vampire Red. Vampire Red got killed.
The
Oh,
leader
okay.
died. Unless
I'll
it,
assume the red one's the leader.
well, that's the way it starts, and then halfway through the season, Vampire Green shows up, then Vampire Green becomes Vampire White, and then he becomes the leader.
Strahd's just the Megazord.
Strahd's Zordon.
A duh.
Anyway, so you guys begin making your way through town, trying to cut as fast as you can to the church. You do pass into town square, where a healthy amount of vampire carnage is taking place.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Does anyone have a bag big enough that I can put these bones in, that they're a little bit safer than me holding them out in the open?
They're already in a bag. They're in a burlap sack.
Okay.
You can put it in your book satchel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm like upset about it because I don't want to hurt my books, but...
Can I cast Sanctuary on her right now?
There's saintly
How's we're going?
books. There's saintly bones.
I also should still have Armor of Agathis up because it lasts an hour. And
you didn't get hit, so yeah.
No, I got hit by the cold blast.
That doesn't burn your Armor of Agathis.
Oh,
okay.
I'm not going to cast Sanctuary if she's got Armor of Agathis on.
Yeah, so go ahead and keep that.
Everybody go ahead and roll for an additional initiative, please, as you make your way into town square. And you see these vampires are just running around killing indiscriminately. People are being dragged out of their homes and down into the street and eviscerated. People are being chucked into the fountain and held down to drown. People are being, bifurcated and trifurcated, and all sorts of horrible things are happening.
Where did my token go? Oh, there it is. I found it. Ignore me.
Lovely.
Your buddy Irina is here, though.
No.
That's helpful.
Lily feels, of course, she's here for this. Interesting.
Lily does not trust her one bit.
But don't say it out loud too. Well, I don't say it too loudly, kind of under my breath, because help is help at this point, and I understand that at least.
Tyrion, it is your turn.
Right. Okay. So let's start this off with. That wasn't me. Let's see here. I'm going to cast Bless as a second level spell and add that to every member of the party but myself. So.
Cool.
How many hit points did Beetlejaw get back?
12.
12. Okay.
Are you going to move to Tyrion, or are you happy hanging out there?
Let's see here. I'm trying to see if I have any other bonus action spells. Besides spiritual weapon. I actually do. All right. Second level spells are all gone. Tristan, your rapier is magical.
Oh, fabulous!
Magic weapon. And I'm good there for now.
Cool. The guards, the smile guards.
You skipped Matthias with a 20?
What happened?
Why did Matthias get skipped? Okay, Matthias, your turn.
I disappeared from the... Oh, I'm down there. Okay.
You're at the bottom. I don't know why.
All right. And chop it blue. Just because she's... I can reach.
And you get an extra D4 with the roll as
to
well.
Attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a one-shot deal, or is that...
Nope. It's as long as I keep concentrating on it.
Okay, I like the sound of that. All right. So I don't think I need it this time.
Probably not with a 19. Don't
But
You
forget.
do hit.
The fire damages or the cold damage is still on.
Yeah, it lasts for an hour. So
Right. So it's still magical. So that's 12 points total.
12 points to Vampire Blue. Ow.
Second attack.
For
For 11 points.
ow. So what happens, Matthias? He doesn't die, but what happens as you come swinging into the town square?
He's sort of lunging for the poor hapless couple there, and Matthias comes charging over the roar, and two deep cuts sort of distract that blood-sucking fiend from his intended quarry.
Perfect. The smile guard that you're standing beside will try to lend a hand. He's going to try and stick a spear inside that vampire, emboldened by your presence.
So we'll have to take back my magic weapon on Tristan because I can't do 2 concentration checks in a row.
Oh, no worries.
Definitely a personal attack on you, but
Wow. Lily is the fire starter.
That guy misses, and they shouldn't be rolling with advantage.
here.
This one's going to take a stab at that one. Ooh, that's a good hit. So that gate guard kind of yells back and says, "Stay away from the prisoners in the stockade. They belong to Baron Vargas Vlakovich," and he sticks a spike into that vampire Pink. This guy,
Thumbs up, Ota.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Comes to flank that vampire, and this one drops back into a defensive stance, shifts over in front of the innocent bystander, and takes a swing at that vampire. And he hits. Vampire Purple takes 3 points of damage. So the guards, you notice they do have the big smiley face on their pauldron, and they're doing their job. They're doing the best they can to keep the vampires at bay. None of them are breaking rank and fleeing.
But are they smiling?
Exactly the question.
Have a
Roll a
lovely
perception
day.
check.
Wow.
Welcome to Vallaki. I hope you have a nice time.
Stab.
Stab. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Irina leaps off of the portico of that restaurant she was eating at, and she jumps down to stab Vampire Orange in the back. Looking over at all of you like, what the hell is happening?
The devil sends his regards, apparently.
How many vampires could he send to one place? She misses.
Called Godless Lawyer napping. Yeah.
The vampires. Vampire Blue is going to turn its claws onto Matthias.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that last one. Ouch.
Take 9 points of slashing damage as the vampire finally sinks its claws into you. Vampire Orange.
Feel bad.
Vampire Orange kills that lady in front of her.
That's rude.
And she noticeably recoils from the sight of Irina and moves on to the next group of bystanders.
They're not allowed to mess with her.
And Irina misses. Because I forgot to say she's not rolling with advantage all the time.
Wouldn't the first roll have been what she hit with then?
Because I didn't want to roll with initiative advantage, I'm gonna make her take the lower roll.
Rude.
I would do it to myself too. Vampire green kills this bystander, runs over here and kills this bystander. Vampire purple attacks the guard over here.
Oh, hey, additional lag again. Can you do that? If you have 2 attacks, can you split your attacks before and after a move?
I say yes, but other people say no.
Oh,
I
it's one of
thought that 5e allowed that, actually.
yeah, I wasn't sure.
I know very little, but
For my intents and purposes, I say yes.
excellent.
Wow, that guard staves off a vampire.
Yeah, take that.
He's getting promotion.
He's now Smile Captain.
Holds him off twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Godless Lawyer, for clearing that up for us, too.
Man, these vampires, he sent the worst vampires in the whole flock. Lily, your turn.
Can I load the stakes into my crossbow? Do they fit?
They're a little big for the crossbow because you have a hand crossbow.
Lying.
Dang it. Okay. Well, I guess I will.
The church is this direction.
So that's where we want to be. I'm going to call to Irina too and be like, hey, if they're going to keep avoiding you, you should try pushing them out of here. Get them away from the people.
That's a good idea, Lily Scratch.
Yeah. So I'm going to take a couple steps just kind of in front. I think my Eldritch Blast is 120 feet. Let me double check. Mm-hmm. 120 feet. So that can reach, what, each of these squares is 5 feet?
Yeah. You could reach pretty much the entire map with 120 feet.
Okay, well, since this one just hit Matthias, can I hit that one even though Matthias is like kind of standing diagonal? Like what?
Yeah, it's magic.
Yeah, well, you know.
That's what I was
I'm gonna try to hit that one. And then if that hits, I guess I'll use my second one for that too. But I would also kind of try to hit the one that's the orange. Can I do both of them?
Yeah, you could shoot one of the blue and one in orange if you want to.
Okay.
Just got to roll to hit.
No. I just say it happens, and it happens.
Mm. Ooh, that's a critical hit.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So the critical hit's going to go to the blue.
And you do have a D4 you can add to the second one, but I don't know that's going to matter too much.
I do?
I blessed everybody, so yes.
Oh, yeah.
Unless it doesn't work on magic spells.
It works on attack rolls, so yeah.
So I just add a D4 to that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Add a math, 57.
13.
Oh, you know.
That one kind of goes wide. Your natural tendency to distrust Irina made you bank that one a little close to her.
That's fair. That actually sounds like me, so.
Irina ducks as the Eldritch Blast flies off into the building across the street.
Sorry.
Hey, you mind where you're shooting those?
Sometimes I can't control all my magic.
Ugh, you sound like a sorcerer.
Wow.
Rolls my eyes. Takes the critical hit with pride, though.
Tristan.
I know where I went to be, but it's really far away. 6. Run. And I'm going to I'm going to taunt the one in orange, the orange one, to try to get his attention so he doesn't eat more villagers. You look more like a first edition vampire, not a 5th edition vampire.
Oh, wow. He's throwing shade. Look out.
I remember when Elf was a class. Do not lecture me about the old magic. I was there when it was written down.
So I'm going to vicious mock him.
Vicious.
5th edition. More like 1st edition vampire.
Oh, natural 1.
Apparently that really struck home. So.
That really hurt his feelings. Vampire Orange takes how much damage?
3 points.
What's the mockery that he looks more like a level 1 or a 1st edition? Because that was good.
Yes.
And he gets disadvantage on his next attack.
Found another t-shirt idea.
All right. And are you happy, Tristan, or do you want to use your bonus action for anything?
I don't have anything else I can use it with.
Cool. So
Bonus action
disadvantage
itself.
next round. All right, Beetlejaw, you're up.
All right. Beetlejaw is going to join the fun here. We're gonna swing it. Is my silver sword still the enchanted one, or is that expired?
Nope, that'll last until we take a long rest. So
Okay, and that's only the weapon you're currently wielding, or is that all weapons we have?
it's only the one I was able to touch, which was that one.
Okay,
You also get an extra D4 to your hit roll.
excellent.
Tyrion's living that support life.
Yes, I'm mad about it. Swinging with the silver short sword. It's 15.
15 will hit.
And the extra D4 is for the hit, or is it for the extra damage?
It's only
That
for the
was-
hit.
Yep.
Okay.
But it is 5
Vampire
damage.
Blue.
Yep, so that's attack number 1. We'll attack twice.
Swing, swing, swing goes the paladin.
Yep. Pew.
Ring,
Much
ring,
better.
ring goes the bell. Dang. 9 more points of damage to Vampire Blue. What does that attack look like?
This is the short sword, so she's just ramming her through.
Awesome. So at the end of the first round of initiative, I would like everybody to roll a perception check, please.
Oh boy.
People
Never
are
good.
running the hell away, except he gets killed by the vampire when he runs away.
No, stop killing people.
People are running into their homes if they can. But she gets killed as she runs away.
Huh? I didn't see nothing.
Is that everybody's perception check? Beetlejaw, you get advantage on this because it's hearing.
Perception.
Yes, yep.
So many screens. Okay. Perception. 16.
Awesome. So everybody rolled over a 15. So Beetlejaw, Rowan, and
everybody.
Tyrion. It's not Kevin +1 rules anymore.
I know. It's
Jonesy
Jonesy plus
+1
one.
Everybody who rolled 15 or higher, you can hear hoof prints on the wind, like a horse's hooves stomping on the ground in the wind. And you can see deep black thunder clouds rolling across the city.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We need to be acting swiftly to get to that church.
Yep.
Matthias, it is your turn.
Is Blue looking mighty rough?
He is looking mighty rough.
All right. Let's see if we can't send one more back to the grave.
I'm a good vampire. I never hurt anybody.
Second attack. Hate this move. I hate them.
Matthias had a Donald Duck moment there for a second.
14?
Add your D4.
Add your D4.
Oh yeah, the D4.
You hit
Alrighty then.
for 5 points of damage.
There's
Plus-
also a D4 on the damage, right?
Yes.
Nope. Oh yeah. For
Mine.
your elemental
So-
weapon.
8 points total.
Awesome. And don't forget, you do have an action surge if you want to use that at any time.
Yeah. Is Blue still up?
He's still up.
You know what? It's time for the action surge.
There it is.
There it is.
Nice.
Add your D4 for. There it goes. Yes.
And 16 for damage.
Ugh. And you do get one more attack with your action surge because you take a full other attack action.
Oh, well.
Wow.
I won't say no to that.
Bring the noise, bring the pain.
Yeah.
That's the pain.
Oh,
For 10 points. 10 more points.
How do you kill
I'm sorry.
Vampire Blue?
9 more points. 9 more points.
How do you kill Vampire Blue?
A flurry of sword swings, and that fourth one just takes the head off of the shoulders. Dunk, 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 rolls down the street.
And it's lying down there at the edge of the street, writhing and squealing like a Sam Raimi prop.
That's just creepy. Somebody kick that head in the well. That's it.
All right. Good job, Matthias. You can take a move action, or are you happy hanging out there?
We need to start moving towards the church, but I don't want to get too far from Lily either. Which way is the church from on this map?
Directly across.
Okay, so then I will take a move action, kind of in that direction, trying to screen Lily, so we can start moving the bones toward the church.
we had
Tyrion.
Yep. Lily, we got to move. Grab Irina. We've got to move. Get to the church.
Rena needs to push those vampires out.
I'll move to there. Sacred Flame on Vampire Orange.
Ooh, you're rolling a lot of damage with that Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're digging it.
But he keeps saving, so.
So Vampire Orange drops to the ground as the radiant fire passes over, and you can hear its skin crackling a little bit from the holy fire that passed over it.
Irina, church, go.
You got it.
Irina needs to hang out with Lily because they don't want to come near Irina.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Protect the package.
The guards are going to keep swinging at the vampires, but really they're not going to be effective at dealing any damage, so I'm not going to roll for them. This one will run up and try to be a hero. And he
Can't
will try to
serve.
shove the vampire out of the way.
No. It's right where I want him.
I don't know that, I'm just a guard. Yeah, he does not move that vampire at all. He runs up and he sticks the spear up against the vampire and it just kind of cracks against its undead flesh. Irina looks confused and says, "Do you want me to go towards the church or with Lily?"
With me.
Both.
Come back, lock arms with me, and we're running together.
Should I wait here until you get here and then we can go together?
Yeah, probs. Probably.
Okay, I'll do that. Irina will ready in action to run, locking arms with Lily. All right.
Lily's tail is armed and ready to smack her if she tries anything.
Okay, my initiative.
The pink vampire kills this guard. And she kills this guard. And she's going to take a move action up here to the stocks, where she hungrily looks at the people whose necks are stuck and ready available for her to bite. Vampire Green's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. and attack Tyrion.
Ooh.
Swinging for 19 points of damage.
Ow. That's what I get for not taking any of the last time.
And Vampire Purple will kill that guard and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Vampire Orange will roll to kill that guard because he's got disadvantage.
Good God.
And he will kill that guard.
I think someone adjusted the
24 with disadvantage? What the hell?
I think someone adjusted the vampires in the back end between scenes. Just saying.
I know.
I've calibrated my vampires. And that one will step up to attack Matthias with his second attack, still with disadvantage. And get a 7 instead of a 19.
That's more like it.
As Tristan saves the day yet again. All right, Lily.
Okay. How close can I get to Irina?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get to right there
Oh, I'm going there.
with a
Can
single move action.
So I can still attack with that? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, you can get there and attack if you want to.
Yes, because I want to aim for green and orange. Can also hold person, but I feel like I should save this for something. Don't know what. Whoops. Oh shit. I just hit that on accident. I was
No worries. You missed with the first attack, but you hit with the second attack.
Gotcha.
So orange, I believe, as you said, was the second attack.
Yes.
For 8 points. Awesome. So you run up there beside Irina. She looks at you like, I thought we were running. And then she will use her turn to step alongside Matthias. And she's going to come around the other side of this vampire and try to stab it in the back while Matthias is distracting it. Matthias, I want you to roll an insight check.
Okay.
No, she missed. I was going to make a Markovia joke, but then I missed.
Hey, look at that. A quick
Nice.
insight.
For dad damage.
So Matthias, with an insight check, especially with a natural 20, that felt well rehearsed to you. You feel like you and Irina have done a maneuver similar to that before. Like a muscle memory sort of instinct.
Yeah. Curious.
After Lily is Tristan.
So what I want to do is I want to run over here, somersault off of this right here, and land on the other side of the vampire to attack him.
Nice.
Are you going to make me roll for that, or can I just look cool with a 20?
You can just look cool.
Thank you. I've got a really high dex, and I really would have sucked if that was. Yeah.
You trip on the table and you eat shit on the ground. Oh, my face.
So with that, I will attack them every rapier. And I got a +4, right?
You get the
plus a
D4.
D4, sorry, that's what I meant.
13's not going to quite do it.
But I have a bonus action where I can dagger him as well.
Dagger.
Dagger.
And that does hit.
That sure does.
With 21 for 4 points of damage.
Dagger comes sinking down the vampire's skin. It feels very surrounded at this time. Beetlejaw.
Yay. All right. He's gonna kind of go right. Two of these. Right here.
Awesome.
And then he will swing at green.
Swing and a swing.
It's a 15 and an 8.
15 does hit for 8 points of damage.
And swing again.
Swing, swing. That's another hit for 9 more. Cool. What does that attack look like?
Well, before I answer that, how rough is green looking right now?
If he had a percentage of hit points, you would think 25% lost. You think he's at 75% fighting capabilities.
Oh, so he's still pretty healthy. Okay. Again, the silver short sword, we're just stabbing right through and probably like in the left part of the chest and kind of rending out a little bit, breaking a rib or two.
Oof. At the end of Beetlejaw's turn, the last few citizens, bystanders, start making it into houses where they think they're safe. Except for those poor guys in the stockade. The screaming is intensifying as the whole city feels like it is starting to notice that there is something terrible afoot. Maybe even something terrible at hand. And all of you now can audibly hear the horse hooves on the sky, and you do see lightning flashing out of the black clouds that are gathering around Vallaki.
Great.
Matthias, your turn.
All right. All right. We got her sort of here in the midst, or orange is a he, whatever. It's
a vampire, no?
The vampire is stat, no?
Second attack.
Roll the
Yeah,
D4.
don't forget your D4.
Oh, yeah, the D4. How could I forget?
It could
And
be
that's
a
actually, I
4.
guess, an 11.
Right. It could be a 4. It's close. It's so close.
14?
14 doesn't hit.
Oh, son of a...
It was close, though.
Yeah, great.
Second attack.
Shave and a haircut, 2 bits.
Mm-hmm.
There it
is.
is.
Oh, no.
Wait, there's bonus damage. Let's not forget that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
Nice.
So,
well.
that would be 15,
So
19 points of damage.
Yes.
To Vampire Orange. What does your critical hit look like? It doesn't kill him, but it hurts real bad.
He's sort of hissing and getting ready to lash out for Arena, and a heavy blow sinks deep into the thing's shoulder, and its arm kind of recoils and it hisses. So now its attention's on me.
All eyes on you.
That's
Are you going to move, or are you happy hanging out there?
No, I'm going to stay here.
Cool. Tyrion.
All right. With the ominous clouds coming in, Lily, Irina, we really need you to get moving. We'll be okay. Maybe.
Yell it to her. She left me.
I'm yelling at both of you.
I didn't leave you. I'm still within range of walking out together.
Sacred Flame on green.
Green. Where are the vampires at? There we go.
I can't hit him this time.
Green
All right.
ducks down, avoiding Beetlejaw's swipes and the Sacred Flame that you're chucking around.
I'm going to stand there.
Cool. All right. So after that is Irina, who will use the disengage action. And she will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Vampires. This vampire runs off into the city looking for more people to eat.
Nom 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 nom.
They're like Doritos.
Which
Mhm.
color was that? That?
Purple.
Vampire purple.
Okay. I mean, you said this vampire, so.
Oh, sorry. Vampire pink straight up eats these two guys who are stuck in the stockade. And she is also going to run towards the edge of the map.
Does she break out with Raise Your Glass?
Raise your glass if you're afraid. After that is Vampire Orange is going to attack Matthias again. So 1 for Matthias, and he'll throw 1 for Tristan as well. 19 to hit Matthias and 9 to hit Tristan.
Sure that's not switched? Just kidding.
5 points of damage for Matthias.
I guess I can live with that.
And then Vampire Green's going to do the same thing down there with Beetlejaw and with Tyrion.
Can I use my shield?
Yes, you can. So it's going to roll its attack on you first, Beetlejaw, and then on Tristan with disadvantage. 19 to hit both you guys.
Yep.
7 for Beetlejaw and 8 for Tyrion. And then
Did you
Tyrion, please make a concentration check for me.
Did you do the disadvantage on his?
Yeah, it was 19 and 22.
Concentration is
half 10 plus half the damage, so DC 14.
of a wisdom save.
Constitution save.
Constitution save.
Is that both of us or just him?
Just him because he's concentrating on the bless spell.
Gotcha.
Oh, the bless spell maintains.
Yep.
All right. After the vampires is Lily.
Lily Scratch is going to run as far as she can, sacrificing any attack moves if necessary. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 puts me here, and then
Probably want to be 2 up so you don't incur an attack of opportunity.
so I want to be farther up. Is that what you're saying?
Up here. Like you would have moved diagonally and then over.
So this way?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you can do a double move if you want, Lily. That would be another 6 squares, or you can attack if you want. Throwing Eldritch Blast over the shoulder since you run on by.
Run!
I think I'm gonna keep running because I can sense the anger, or the anticipation or anxiety of everyone here, including myself. So guess I'm going to run up here. You said 6 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop by Irina. Can I lock arms with her and drag her along with me?
You can't, but you can stand there and you guys can go together next round.
All right. I'm gonna lock arms with her and say, "Don't let go."
This is not the treatment I've become accustomed to with you.
Well, you know, there's room for change when there's ominous clouds and vampires around.
I want that on a t-shirt. Tristan's turn.
Take a step, and I will attack.
Oh, Godless Lawyer's right. Kevin, will you roll a d4 real quick for me?
Sure.
You do 2 more points of damage because of your critical hit to Vampire Orange.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
Because the
I'm
elemental
suffering-
weapon damage got doubled too.
I'm suffering that addition lag. Back
I'm
in my
suffering
day,
the-
bonus dice didn't double on a critical.
Tristan, you're up. Sorry.
Certainly. Rapier to the face.
That's a good move.
Naturally, to the face.
And just like that, Godless Lawyer wants to help the GM all of a sudden. Stop. Shh.
Even with the best +4, it's gonna miss. But bonus action. Can I cast Dagger to the face?
You cast what?
Dagger to the face?
Yeah, you can definitely cast Dagger to the face.
No, I can't. I can't really. I rolled a 10 on this one, so.
Failed your Arcana check.
Wait, is that the name of a spell?
No.
Oh.
Sorry.
It could be the name of a soul.
The general joke is that fighters cast sword.
Oh, I see. Ha ha ha.
Are you happy hanging out there, Tristan, or do you want to move somewhere?
I'm happy there. I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't run. I'm basically trying to play rear guard
Nice.
Me?
Yep, Beetlejuice turn.
All right. Green, you said it was like 25 or 75% full still.
Yes. Yep.
You'll still really kind of think we should get out of here.
You can come run to us.
I'm on these count spaces. Get to the side, Tristan. But it's occasion. 2 seconds here. No, I'm just gonna swing. Short sword swing. Maybe. It's 9.
9 will hit. I mean 9 damage. 9 extra damage to green.
Swing again. Six.
Oh, don't hurt me, mister. Don't hurt me. I'm just a simple vampire. I don't mean no harm.
And we're gonna go ahead and smite that one.
Nice. So 3d8 more. Swing.
Ooh.
Whew, that's
One.
good.
24. Do I get the +1 on that one?
Yeah. No, because that's an addition to
Just part of the
your.
smite. Okay.
Yep. So 23 points of damage.
And it's radiant damage.
Yeah, he didn't like that. Not one bit. He looks real roughed up. All right. With that, I would like everybody to roll a perception check again.
Boy.
Is this sound? So do I get advantage?
This one is visual.
You sure about that?
Beetlejuice got vampire guts in his eyes.
Is it dark outside? Do we get advantage for dark vision?
No, but it is dark outside.
The storms are coming.
No, but it is. So no, but yes.
So Matthias and Tristan, as you guys are sort of fighting off Vampire Orange here, you do see there is a streak of fire that erupts out of the storm clouds and is making a beeline into Vallaki itself.
Cool.
Oh boy.
You're not sure where in town it's going to go, but you do know it is coming this way.
Well, from our position, is it north, east, south, or west?
It is east of you, heading west.
It's going for the church.
Yep.
Matthias, what would you
We're
like to do?
I didn't want to say it out loud. All right, we
They
got
might be going to the orphanage.
We gotta move. I
Direction.
will swing on orange. 15.
15 does hit.
For 12 damage. Second attack. One that D4 won't help.
No.
All right. Stepping this way.
Can I make an Arcana check to figure out what the fireball is?
Go ahead.
May I add assistance if he needs it?
You didn't see it.
Dang it. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Nope. 10.
Could be a lot of things. You assume it's the devil. Tyrion.
Have your 2 vampires make a wisdom saving throw, please.
I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when.
What is it?
Turn
Oh, that's
undead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Turn, baby, turn.
Got one of them.
You got Vampire Green to run off. So Vampire Green is frightened by the holy symbol of Istis.
I'm moving to there after that happens.
Irina is going to hold and wait for Lily's turn. The vampires. This vampire is going to run right away and incur an attack of opportunity from Beetlejaw.
Yep. Swing. Swing it wherever.
Swing.
Nice.
Six.
That's 6 more, yeah.
That thing's still standing.
He is still standing.
Good Lord.
There's Carol. Hi, Carol. We're burning things. Vampires are burning things for us. Sorry.
All right. Vampire Orange is going to try and football tackle Lily.
It's a double opportunity attack there, right?
Yeah, it's
3,
going to be
I
an
think.
attack of opportunity from Tyrion, Tristan, and Matthias.
I can't do anything, even though I'm being attacked.
Nope.
Rude.
Yeah,
There it is.
baby.
Add your double your
That's right.
elemental dice.
And Matthias came here to play.
Nice. So
He came here to roll high and kill vampires, and he's all out of rolling high.
hey, wait your tongue. That's 24 altogether.
24 damage altogether?
Yeah.
But what if you didn't?
Well, what if I did? It's making up for all those misses.
Deal with it.
Smack talking on the GM.
It's because he knows we love him.
You guys are
mhm.
talking tough for a bunch of characters that have functional organs.
I was gonna run to the church, but then I rolled high. Sorry. I should not sing.
Did Orange go down, Alex?
He did not go down. So
Okay.
Tristan and
I didn't
Matthias
hit.
are good.
I didn't hit, and neither did Tristan.
No, I swing and a miss.
Oh, bummer. He will roll to attack Lily in that case.
And why I'm like a bad version of 90s on Spotify. Like, what is going on tonight?
She still has her Armor of Arthas too, right?
She
Yep.
does.
I do. Meaning a couple of things, so you know.
Maybe if the thing wants to load.
No.
No. It's
Nope.
fine. It's telling you. You don't have to do it. You don't have to.
Roll
must.
20, rolled the disbelief.
Roll 20 was like, no more vampires. We've had enough vampire action for one day. And he does grab Lily instead of doing damage.
Oh,
And since he has her grabbed, he's going to use a second attack to bite her.
that's rude.
15 hit Lily.
Not with her new armor.
No, my armor gives me yeah, I have your shirt, meaning I have 15. Yes, I am safe. Oh my goodness.
You have a 15 armor class or a 16 armor class?
15.
15 means you get hit.
You have
Oh.
dexterity to that, Lily.
I have. What does that mean?
You get your dexterity mod again with your armor. So
Oh.
I don't remember. I don't know
Plus
what your
2, so it's 17.
Oh, you're good. So the vampire bites into your new chain shirt that the god Istis forged for you through Tyrion.
Hey now.
Chicka wow.
And it doesn't do any damage, but it still has a hold of you.
Okay.
And it is your turn, Lily. What would you like to do?
Could tell Irina to chop his hand off or something.
You can tell her to do that. She is going at the same time as you, but she has a stabbing weapon, not a slashing weapon, so that might take some doing.
I see. So I
You
can't-
can escape if you want with a dexterity check or a strength
Wait.
check.
Yes, I can try that, but I have a second plan. So, because I think I can take Lily, or not Lily, I'm Lily. I can bring,
Thunderstep.
yes, but I don't know. Yeah, I can also teleport one willing creature of your size or smaller. So I don't know how big
Lily
she
is your size or smaller, so
You mean Irina?
yeah.
Okay.
Lily is also your size or smaller.
Yeah, thanks. So I think I might do that because then it's going to cause damage to him, and we can move 90 feet away. So where does that place us? Can we get into the church with that?
You can't get into the church, but you can't get off the battle map.
All right. Is everyone okay with that?
Go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go.
All
Run.
right. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use Thunder Step and go ahead and do this. I don't have a 4th level spell slot, but I do have...
You're
All
a warlock, so all your spell level slots are your highest spell level slot.
Oh, okay. So if I cast it using damage increases by 1d10 for each spell slot above the 3rd level. So I don't know. They just say they're at the 3rd level though, and I'm at, even though I'm 5th level. So I just
Yeah. So you can only cast 3rd level spells.
okay.
It's complicated, but go ahead and click on your spell and see what happens.
Okay. Thank God for roll 20. I forgot this was a clicky spell.
Clicky.
Clicky, clicky, if I can find it. Where is it?
Let me go look. Character sheet, spells.
Oops.
It's not written on your sheet.
Well, it's a you have to do things, I believe. It says each character within a 10 feet of the space you've left must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. And the thunder can be heard from up to 300 feet away.
Cool. So what I want you to do is to go ahead and roll, or just roll your damage, which is going to be 3d10. So roll 3d10. I'll roll a dexterity save for Vampire Orange.
Okay.
So type /3d10 into the /roll 3d10 into the.
I just
chat
clicked
block.
on the little dice roller thing. Is that
That works too. I don't know how that works, but I assume that works too.
Definitely
Nice.
does.
Nice.
All right, he fails. So he takes 22 points of thunder damage.
Thunder,
Excellent.
thunder, 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 step.
Which is actually enough to kill Vampire Orange. After that nasty critical hit he took.
Nice.
Thunder
So-
Lily, Thunder Lily, Thunder Lily, go!
So you and Thunder Lily, Lily and Irina disappear off the battle map.
Peace.
And you can still make a move action after that.
Wait a second. So Godless Lawyer was saying that
You would have taken the hit because your armor doesn't give you the save.
okay.
It's not enough. You would have had 13 plus your dexterity, which is whatever it is.
Okay. So do you want me to roll a damage throw thing, Alex?
No, go ahead and just take 11 points of damage and knock 6 off of your maximum total.
Off of my... How dare you? Why?
Because Vampire Orange drank your blood, yo.
I take 11 points. 28 minus 11, 17.
Now
Instead of
Now-
having 28 maximum hit points, now you have
33.
22 maximum.
I'm at 33 minus 6. Thank you very much.
So 27 maximum hit points.
There is a great way to do this, I'm sure. I don't know what it is, but there we go. Okay. So we are here inside of this thing. Is that what you're saying?
You and Irina are. Why do I keep doing that? You and Irina are.
Do I know anything to help cure this later? It's not important right now.
However, you see that the priest of the church, Father Petrovich, who you guys have run into previously, he's like got the door open. He's like ushering you guys to start rushing this way. And the clouds crash with another blast of thunder. And an enormous flaming black horse lands on the ground. And Strahd jumps off the side of it. Between you and the church.
Ah, and I'm still locked arms with Irina, yeah?
F and A,
Yep.
Cotton. F and A.
Can I throw her at him? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Lily doesn't do that.
Wow.
Wow.
She really
And,
wants to, though.
Strahd raises his hand towards you. And Lily, I'm going to need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
You have a point of inspiration because you did the recap, so.
I did, and I did the recap with needing that inspiration in mind, probably. I have 15.
Are you going to use the inspiration?
Do I need to?
You have to let me know before I tell you if you succeed or not.
Okay. If I use the point of inspiration, does it take the higher of my rolls?
Yes.
Okay. Then, yes. Okay.
You feel Strahd try to enter your mind as he says, "Please bring me those bones. You don't need those dusty old things."
I feel it, but it doesn't work.
But it doesn't work. You don't get bamboozled this time.
No, I'm gonna pass.
Unfortunate. And he's going to rush out and attack you.
No, I'm just kidding. Dang it. Can I just now? Can I put Irina in front of me? I'm serious. No, I'm serious. So I'd be like, if you hurt me, you have to hurt her. Like he doesn't want to hurt her. So can I like hostage situation?
It's still his turn, but he does come charging forward. He does grab a hold of you.
Matter what my AC is anymore, does it? It's fine.
Oh, he got a 23 to hit you, so.
So yeah, no.
And for his second attack, he's going to wrench those bones out of your hand.
Cool.
They're not in her hands, they're in her satchel.
He'll wrench the satchel off.
Just don't take my books. Can I have my books back? I don't even care.
He missed you. Oh, wait, he has advantage because you're restrained.
Boo.
Since we kind of just threw all of our characters on the map, can I be next to her and use the shield for any of this?
You guys haven't caught up yet.
Yeah, no.
Because they teleported here. I just had to move you guys over here so I could have the map move.
I got
Can I
you.
use Hellish Rebuke on him?
You sure can.
This is
Did you take 19 points of damage?
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Strahd does not care what you want.
I know. I am actually unconscious with that. Because I don't know. I don't remember how any of this hellish rebuke stuff works. If you point your finger at the creature that damaged you and is momentary hellish flames, the creature must make a dexterity.
Wait, but his attack made you. I don't think you can use Hellish Rebuke if you are already unconscious.
Yep.
Is that correct, Alex?
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Awesome. Awesomely awesome. I'm at a -2.
And he will rip the satchel off of your body and just dump you on the ground. And at that point, the rest of you guys show up.
Guessing we need to roll for initiative.
I take it Irina just let all that happen.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? We'll keep you guys in the same initiative.
Well, I erased it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to reroll. I got a 1.
But you were up in a couple. Tristan was up next, and Beetlejaws up after that.
Well, if you know it, you can move it, but I'm looking at the turnover and it's all blank.
Okay, I'll just let you know when you're up.
Okay.
Tristan, you're up. You come running into the scene. You see Strahd discard Lily on the ground.
Can I run past Strahd doing an acrobatic roll, grabbing the satchel out of his hands and keep running?
You can give it a shot. If it makes you feel better, he can only attack of opportunity one of you.
Well, that is a comfort. Gee, thanks.
I have a point of inspiration though, because that 9 sucked. Can I use it to reroll?
Yes, you may. Well, essentially, you'd be rolling with advantage.
13. God damn it.
Yeah, you try to clear him, and he just kind of puts his hand on your chest and puts you on the ground.
I've got really good dexterity and acrobatics. That's what I do.
It's what I do. Don't feel bad, entertainer. It was entertaining.
Since that was my move action. Can I still cast a spell?
Yeah, sure.
Behind him, I want to summon an unseen servant.
Nice. BRB.
Because you know what I would have hoped to do, but probably won't work. But
So you cast Unseen Servant. I'll let you use your action to try and wrench the satchel away from Strahd with the Unseen Servant.
how would I do that?
I'm going to have you make a strength check. The Unseen Servant strength, I'll give you a +1. Unless you have a higher spell level slot to cast Unseen Servant with.
I don't know if I can cast it with a higher.
Or is Unseen Servant a cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
Yep, I'll give you a +1 then.
So just a strength check.
Yep, just a straight strength check.
And no advantage for being surprised, right?
Right.
Oh!
The Unseen Servant manages to sneak up and wrench the satchel away while Strahd's gloating.
Go!
Oh my days. That just happened.
Beetlejaw's turn, I think.
Wait, let me look up Unseen Servant and 5e. Wondering if you can attack an Unseen Servant.
I can.
Yeah, it does have AC 10 and 1 hit point.
I mean, it's nothing. It's just, yeah.
Does it get a turn though, like or anything like that?
I'll let him take a move action on Tristan's turn to try to run into the church, but Bucephalus is going to make an attack of opportunity on him.
Which one's Bucephalus?
A horse.
Of course.
Of course,
But-
of course.
Even if he takes out the horse, someone else can run up and grab the satchel.
Mm-hmm.
So the horse does kick the crap out of the Unseen Servant, dispelling it, dropping the bones to the ground again. Beetlejaw, your turn.
Right. Well, everything I was gonna do just got pooped on, so 2 seconds.
Go. I'm sorry.
Let's see what I'm grabbing.
What is
So this position that you have the tokens in, is that like our actual positions, or
You guys can move a little bit. You're coming up basically from where Lily and Irina came in.
so I could be like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
no,
And where is said satchel right now?
The satchel is right here.
Oh, okay. How do we do this without getting a opportunity attack on myself?
you can't.
Can't or won't? Because I'm gonna find the difference there.
Well, honestly, I think with the horse, you're going to get nailed one way or the other.
All right, we're gonna risk it to get a biscuit, I think. I'm gonna use a second level's command spell. It's a wisdom saving throw for both targets to halt. They will get no actions and no movements. Is that right?
Yeah, he gets a wisdom saving throw.
God. But and it's on both. horse.
Yeah,
hand.
I'm checking the horse too. What's the horse's wisdom? The horse fails.
So horse can't move.
Then you've got 6 squares of movement.
Thank you.
Character sheet here. The horse won't move on its next turn. Can't do anything. I can still get pooped on by Strahd Boy. Yeah, I guess we'll attempt the move. Attempt to run past him. Straight on to midnight.
All right, we'll see how it goes, Peter.
That's a miss, right?
That is a miss. Yeah, you got an 11.
Excellent.
So you're able to sneak on by him.
All right, so I'm going to be. I keep on the switch screen. Like, if the thing was right. Yeah. So I'll be right here because the horse can't do anything for its next turn.
You can get to the church doors if you want.
Did you take the satchel or something?
I can't grab it. I don't have the action.
Oh, you can grab it on the move. That's fine.
Oh, great. Then yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I didn't think I could grab it. That's the missing piece.
Strahd is going to take his legendary one of his legendary actions and move without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Lame.
Rude.
Matthias, your turn.
Hi.
No, devil. Wah! Time to swing. Come on, crit. I know you're out there.
Here, critty.
Pretty close. 25 to hit
That'll hit.
for 10 damage.
You bury the sword into him, and it leaves this nasty, horrible scar. And you see him go, "Oh no, I've been struck down!" And then when the sword comes out, he immediately regenerates.
Well, I've got another one of those.
Do your worst, swordsman.
There's crit.
Okay, Big Mouth. How
Nice.
about that?
You did your worst, swordsman.
Yes, let's get that bonus damage going here. All right, so it's 15, 16.
16 does not hit.
No,
No, that's the
for
damage.
Oh, you're right. Again, you give a solid, deep strike into him, and it doesn't seem to phase him whatsoever.
Stupid 5th edition vampires. I want 1st edition vampires.
And he will use his next legendary action to grab Beetlejaw again.
You never grabbed me again.
Well, he's going to try and grab you this time. Click the wrong button.
Ouch.
That's a critical hit for 11.
I am absolutely going to use my channel divinity to rebuke the violent on that.
Fair. So 11, 25, 39 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm going to get like completely. Well, I guess then I can't use my channel divinity, right?
Right.
So I think you're knocking me the F out. You said it was 39 points?
Yep, 39 points.
Yeah, I'm super in the negative here.
And he sort of just grabs you by the scruff before you can get into the church and just kind of tosses you on the ground.
Man. Thought we had him for a minute there.
Tyrion,
Oh,
your
man.
turn.
Okay. Beetlejaw still has the bones on him in his hands.
He does.
Okay. And we should be more over here-ish.
Horse can't do anything.
No, I know. I'm moving straight through, grabbing it and booking it into the church. And I'm in that set of squares. Grabbing the bones and putting them in the church.
Strahd will use his last legendary action this round to attack Matthias. 14's not going to hit Matthias, though.
Haha.
Irina is going to make a run for it.
Towards
Godless
Strahd?
Lawyer is serving up some rules knowledge in the Twitch thing, by the way. He says if it was grabbing out, only taking necrotic damage. It was still enough to wipe me out. Doesn't matter. Basic command has no effect on undead, but I don't remember seeing that in the spell. It said anything about undead. So that's exactly what I was looking for.
And then she'll use the rest of her movement to get up here beside Tyrion. She will say, "You have to get the bones into the crypt. Don't forget."
No, it does have no effect on undead. Is the
Right.
horse undead?
The horse is not undead.
A nightmare.
And then
Well, based on
nothing else. Nothing changes. Thanks, Godless Lawyer.
Yep. The trap door is behind the altar back there. Strahd will take his turn,
He's hooked on too.
and Strahd's going to come over here. Why are you running, cleric? Aren't you worried your god won't see you? 17 to hit. Andy?
Yeah, I'm down.
And he will pick up the bones off of Tyrion. And at this point, he will come back out of the church. Lily, please roll a death saving throw.
Lily wants to call out from the grave. You're just endangering this person, but it's not. Death saving throw. Call out from the grave should be a spell. Be a spell. I am petitioning for that. How does this work again? I just click on death save. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what it was. It doesn't tell me.
You got to be on the roll 20 so you can see it.
I got an 8.
That is one fail for Lily Scratch.
Awesome. Just a good day.
And since Strahd had his turn, he will take another legendary action. He's going to hit Beetlejaw while he's down, inflicting 2 death saving throws.
Oh.
What?
Ruthless. All
And
right.
he will say, "It's not often a Caliban makes his presence known in my realm."
Godless Lawyer says you cannot legendary on your own turn.
That wasn't his turn. That was Lily's turn.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. For
He's
helping.
trying for us. All right. Let's finally.
Tristan.
Well, I got to do my saves, don't I?
No, you just take 2 failures.
What?
We're gonna try this again. Acrobatic, run, flip, and don't suck. 21.
Why do we play this game?
So, any chance I'm able to run over and grab him as I flip past him?
No.
Fine.
But you can make an attack action if you want to, or cast a spell.
Or I can cast a spell, which is what I'm going to do. At 3rd level, I'm casting Cure Wounds on Beetlejaw.
Nice.
So that's going to be +4. So 26 points of back Beetlejaw.
You get 26 points.
I healed you for 20. Gave you 26. I did cast Cure, and we're 26 points. As I flip and try to grab it and miss, I come down and I'll give Strahd the side eye and go, Well, Mornkane doesn't like you either. Click and heal.
And Strahd will use another legendary action at the end of Tristan's turn, and he's going to fly up into the air out of reach.
Of course he is.
And with that, I'll go ahead and take us out of combat. As Strahd sort of looks down, you do notice there is a group of people who have sort of gathered around the church at this point, coming to investigate the horrible flaming horse that has come down upon them. And Strahd, he kind of raises the bag in his hands, and he says, "Citizens of Vallaki, it is good to be among you. It has been far too long since I have walked these cobblestones. I believe the last time was during the rule of Burgomaster Vlakovich's father's father. I do apologize for my absence. The rule of this valley is a task in which I take great pride. I had hoped to wait until the festival to deliver this message, but these intrepid heroes have seen fit to force my hand. I assure all of you your plight has not gone unnoticed. To that end, I have taken it upon myself to free you of your delusions. There are 3 incontrovertible truths of which you, my children, have lost sight. Truth number 1. I am the land. I do not need to hear my name uttered on your quivering lips to have dominion over you. I know the fear that pumps through your body. I could smell it in your blood. I could taste it on your pitiful souls. Truth number 2. I am the ancient. This pile of bones used to be Saint Andral, a foolish young woman who set out to oppose me hundreds of years ago. She plucked as many worms from the dirt as she could and stormed my castle. Her death was exquisite, one of my greatest works. I let the handful of peasants who survived take her mangled and mutilated body with them as they limped back into the mud. You could not hide behind her then, and you cannot hide behind her now. Truth number 3. I am eternal. You can huddle behind this palisade, clinging on to the fruitless lives I have granted you. You can rail against the darkness, seek out some way to oppose me. You can give in to despair and end your existence, but you can never escape, and you can never prevail. There is nowhere in Barovia I cannot find you. There is nowhere I cannot kill you. I am inevitable." And Strahd tears his claws across the bag, pulling the bones into plain sight. Smoke. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't want to interrupt the monologue, but could I be striding over to where Lily is down while he's monologuing?
Yeah, that's fine.
And pluck from her bag one of the steaks?
Yeah.
All right. Right when he's about to be extra saucy, this is probably going to go poorly.
He is flying in the air if it matters.
Yes, I'm going to Hail Mary. I'm going to whip a steak up into the air and try and spear him with it.
Roll to hit.
Okay.
Wow. Bold.
Yeah, this is probably about to blow up in my face. Okay, so that's not a regular attack roll.
No, go ahead and make a throw check, like a ranged strength attack with disadvantage.
Okay. So where do I click on for that?
Just roll a sword attack with disadvantage because it's the same modifier. It's not the same damage, but it's the same modifier.
Gotcha. 2 natural 20s. Here it comes. Or not.
You got 1.
So you kind of defiantly come over and pull a steak out of Lily's bag and just chuck it at the air up at him. And he's visibly taken aback for a second. He looks down at you. Give me an insight check, Matthias.
I'm about to die. I don't need to roll for that, do I? 21.
Strahd is very perturbed, but more so than you would expect just from interrupting his grandstanding. You think that you may have garnered a personal vendetta from the Devil Strahd.
The feeling is mutual.
Anyway, he kind of recoils a little bit from the stake you threw at him, and he pulls the bones into plain sight. And smoke rises from his hand as he clutches the holy artifact tight and closes his eyes. Blue fire erupts from within the remains, and in moments they are reduced to nothing more than glittering blue dust. Strahd lifts his palms and blows away the ash with a kiss, and blood begins to rain from the sky. Satisfied with his work, he comes down beside Bucephalus and smiles at all of you, and he will try to mount his horse and fly away. If nobody wishes to oppose his flying away.
I have other stakes if you want to try and throw another one.
I'm a little, I don't know, like that surge of hatred doesn't, I mean, yeah, he's,
What's he
evil
gonna
vampire jerk, but there's, I don't know, an unconscious, like Matthias is a little, where did that come from? Kind of.
Is he gonna hate you more?
I'm a little taken aback by how much I hate him personally as well.
Cue inner rage.
Lily, because Matthias didn't do what I thought he was going to do, I would like you to roll 2 death saving throws, please.
I know, right? I was like, oh.
Crap.
Why can't
after
I
my
use...
aborted attempt, I do have a non-Strahd potion
It's fine,
that I will render unto Lily.
So am I still doing this? Or... Yes? No.
Well, if he's going to feed you a potion, go ahead. Roll. It doesn't matter if you fail or succeed on 1 death saving throw, since he's going to feed you a potion.
I can't see. It doesn't go quick enough. 7. Wow.
That's another fail.
This is really awesome.
But this healing potion is 2d4 plus 2. So you get 8 points of healing.
Yep, you're back up to 8.
Well, I'm at 6 because I was at negative.
Yeah, there's no negatives.
You go to 0
anymore.
Oh, so I'm at 8.
Yes.
Great. Because I was about to literally die. I really want to just click this and see what would have happened, but I guess I'll never know.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. If you rolled a natural 1, you would have died. Good looking out, Dustin.
So I shouldn't click and see what happens?
No, you're good. You're good.
Dang it.
You rolled the 1, and then, yeah, Tyrion, please go ahead and start making some death saving throws.
Yeah. That's 1.
Does anybody have any more potions?
I have lay on hands. I'm just gonna walk over to him and heal his blood.
I have cure the dying too, or spare the dying.
I'm just gonna lay on hands him.
Oh, okay.
You get 15.
Thank you.
I was looking at Lily and Beetle John. I didn't realize I forgot we had a third one down. So
That's okay. No worries.
Strahd was distracting me.
Yeah.
He does that.
Usually not in that way, though. No, sorry, was that out loud?
So, the people in the church and Father Petrovich all sort of collectively look at the glittering blue dust that's quickly being drowned out by the torrential downpour of human blood that is raining all over the church and all over anybody who's outside. And a mob is quickly forming around the church of bystanders and guards. And you guys do see a woman come out of the crowd. She looks like this.
Hello.
And she says, "Citizens of Vallaki, see what Baron Vargas's leadership has brought upon us. That fool." And before she can go into too much of a long tirade, a Smile Guard contingent along with this gentleman
Ooh, hello.
come barging up the path. And this guy, he's hulking. He's like 6'8", and he's got a huge, looks like a crab claw for a hand on one arm. And he's wielding a massive battle axe, and he also has a massive smiley face painted on his chest.
Well, that's a shame.
And he says, All of you know you do not have the right to gather in such a way. Disperse. Go back to your homes. She says the Baron wasn't brave enough to come out here himself and face the devil Strahd. And he says, you know you are not allowed to utter that name in this city. Who is responsible for this?
The devil Strahd.
He's going to stalk up to you, Tristan, just towering over you a little bit. He says, you are new in town, so I will forgive you this one time, but you are not to say his name. It is people like her who has who have brought the devil down upon us.
Yeah, you missed the big speech a couple moments ago there, Sparky. Not saying his name doesn't mean anything. He's aware. He'll be around. So you better batten down the hatches.
His agents have destroyed the one thing that was keeping him out of town.
The one thing keeping him out of town is the noble leadership of Baron Vargas Vallaki. You are the agents that the Baron asked for, are you not? And the woman, the noble woman who's getting drenched with blood at this point, kind of crosses her arms and looks at you guys. To which Father Petrovich, who I forgot to show a picture of last week, he's going to step forward and he's going to say, I think there has been enough violence for one day. Can we please curtail the politics until tomorrow at least? There are many dead who are going to need our help. Many bodies who are going to need to be consecrated. And the big captain of the guard, he kind of harumphs and looks over. Lily, what are you doing?
Lily is just kind of staring. It's very quiet. I guess I can move if everyone else moved inside. It's hard to... Lily's pretty paralyzed by, I think, fear at this point, too. So, not much. She's going to try to move up here closer to the church, but I don't know.
As you start to approach the church, you see that this big old captain of the guard, he kind of looks at you, and he gives you a strange look.
Can I help you?
Good strange, bad strange.
Roll an insight check.
Me or him?
Tristan and Lily can roll one since they're right there.
Okay. I still feel like Lily would be staring down at him back. Like, if you're staring at me, I'm like, excuse me?
I got a 7, so no.
I got a something.
19.
Okay.
He recognizes you, Lily.
Recognizes me.
And you can tell boiling just underneath his rough surface, he is trying to conceal genuine excitement.
Excuse me? Like, do you know me? I'm going to ask him this out loud. Do I recognize him, I guess?
You do not.
Okay.
I do. Let's talk. Come to the Baron's house tomorrow and we can talk about it.
I don't like that guy, man. Do we have to talk there? I don't think I'm welcome to talk much there, actually. You know, kind of a girl.
Come over here.
Well, as he's saying that, I want to kind of interrupt a little bit. Well, you're welcome to meet up at the tavern. I feel like I owe you a drink anyway because I my slip of the tongue and you being nice enough to overlook that.
Fine. The Blue Water Inn tomorrow. Wrap it up, people. Nothing to see here. And he's going to kind of take the guards with him.
Are there flirting points? Can I award Tristan flirting points?
What are the rest of you guys doing?
kind of stomping around angrily and not really understanding exactly why.
And Father Petrovich is going to try to usher everybody into the church, at least until the rain stops. Which it does stop after about 30 minutes.
When we go in the church, go over to our visitor, our noblewoman. I don't think we've been properly introduced. I do apologize. I'm Tristan, and I kind of do a bow and.
Charmed, I'm sure. I understand you met my man earlier. He invited you for dinner this evening, but well, I assume we'll have to take a rain check on that.
Oh.
Roasted.
And she'll say, "My name is Lady Fiona Wachter, but you may call me Fiona."
My lady, these are my companions, and I kind of introduce them.
It is a pleasure to meet all of you. You are new in town, I understand, and already you have done so many wondrous things. I heard what you did at the church earlier this afternoon. I mean, the orphanage earlier this afternoon.
That lot of good that did.
Well, you saved the soul of at least 2 troubled young men, so I believe you did some serious good.
It's never enough.
Look to the father. Is there some place we can all just meet and talk? Kind of like do a signal to around the party.
He says, "Well, my office isn't really big enough for everybody, but you can convene in the crypts if you wish."
Oh.
There's no vampire in this one, at least.
Not that I know of, no. I'm going to begin tending to the wounded and performing my duties to the community, but you are welcome to use the office or the cellar/crypt.
Just thinking someplace a little bit more, out of the way. A lot of people that need tending to. We don't want to disturb them.
I mean, you can walk back to the tavern, but you're going to get a little bloody.
Just take the crypts for now.
Can I ask the father if he knows anything about healing vampire bites? Or do I know something about them from any of my books? Or...
Roll an Arcana check. You know that the permanent hit point damage will resolve itself after a long rest.
It's very convenient. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So are we going to the crypts? Is that the...
Yeah.
Beetlejuice still kind of catching his breath from the fight. That was the closest he's ever come to death in his entire life, and it was kind of a shock to him. So he's just really, really quiet and kind of trying to keep calm.
Lily's kind of on the same page. Not as quiet as you, because I don't think she has that ability, but...
I believe the captain doesn't like you, my lady.
The captain is a thug that works for the Baron. He doesn't have a unique thought in his own brain.
Uh-huh.
And it doesn't matter what he thinks. After this, the Baron's reign in town won't last for very long.
I don't know that the people are going to rise up. I think they're going to be a little too afraid to do anything. It's not like what the Baron did kept any of them safe, but they might be more worried about the fact that there were vampires still roaming about town.
I did see some of the vampires escape over the palisade on my way here. They've probably gone off into the woods at this point. But yes, they did wreak quite a bit of havoc in town. But the people will rise up if they have somebody to lead them. Don't underestimate the durability of the people at Vallaki.
Well, not to be too blunt, but after tonight we've been having, might as well cut to the chase. You obviously wanted to meet with us for a reason. I'm guessing that you want to be the people turn to.
I do. And I do have several things in place to ensure that that happens at the Baron's Festival. But there is one thing I need assistance with that I don't think any of my people can do. I need somebody to kill that captain of the guard, Izek Strahd.
I'm Tristan, you're having a bad day, boy. I think you're on mute too.
But yeah, she says, I believe that my people could overpower the Baron's guards, except for Izek. He is a very powerful warrior, though a misguided fool. And you may have noticed the demon claw. He's possessed with some sort of infernal strength.
Maybe we can just talk to him and see what he wants first before we resort to any more killing here. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but we're all a bit tired from fighting.
It doesn't have to be tonight. The festival is still 2 days away.
And to be blunt, why the hell should we help you? As opposed to anyone else in this town?
Well, because I am the only other head of a noble family left in this town.
Not true.
And there are many people who believe in my cause. The the burgomaster's wife is not the only one with a book club. She kind of raises an eyebrow.
Well, I guarantee you still haven't read as much as I have. And again, we will not be killing anyone until we at least talk with him, or even consider killing anyone until we talk with him.
I think you will find that he is a brute and a thug.
And I think you will find that not everyone is terrible just because they have a demon claw. And I'm going to hold up my hand at that.
Oh, no, my dear, I did not mean any offense to you. You are clearly blessed by some sort of higher being. He is an abomination.
The word abomination strikes real deep with Beetlejaw, and he stands up. Kind of addresses her. So just because he is different in physical appearance, you think that he ought to be killed?
It's not his appearance that makes him an abomination, my child. It is the foul, terrible things that he does in the name of that Baron. He's the one who is most complicit in what is happening at the Reformation Center.
Well, I don't believe anyone is incapable of redemption. And he at least responded to me saying, I'm not going into the Baron's house.
Basically, what I want to know is, would you be any better?
I believe so. I come from very noble stock, and I know that Strahd is in control of the valley, but he is a negligent landlord as long as you don't upset him. You know, it is easy enough to pay lip service to him instead of professing this optimistic brainwashing that supposedly keeps him at bay.
So you turn one prison into another? That's your whole plan? Basically,
the whole
keep
valley is a prison. None of us can escape the valley.
Lily is going to uncharacteristically look at Irina and be like, you know, you're really not the only noble in town anymore, so you might want to work on some better reasoning before asking the people to kill people for you.
And Lady Voctor will sort of look over at Irina when you look over at Irina. and her eyes sort of narrow.
And I thought I was the only one who cast shade.
And she will look over at Tristan, and she says, if you need more convincing of the Baron's wrongdoings.
No, I just want to know not replacing shitty Baron with someone else is equally oppressive to these people.
I have no intention of oppressing anyone. I merely know that when you are locked in a prison, the best friend you can have is the warden.
Is there no alternative to violence here? Is there any way to resolve this diplomatically instead of with the slaughter of someone?
The Baron has threatened so far to lobotomize me or to strip me naked and burn my mansion down as they march me through the city to be executed.
I think he's speaking more of the captain. We're aware the Baron is a shithead, to say the least. And I'm not asking for your forgiveness or pardon of him so much as maybe if for some reason that guy seems to recognize me, and maybe if we can get him on our side, we don't have to kill him and he can help.
Well, if you can convince him, but Izek was adopted by the Baron when he was a small child. And Baron Vargas has been his brother his entire life. And he has been his toady his entire life. I don't foresee an ending with them parting ways. Is this Gallivant?
You know, if he insults me anywhere near as much as the Baron does, I might be on your side. But until then, I would really like some rest from fighting, as me and my friends are pretty shaken.
I am curious if you won't do this for me. Will you at least investigate what the Baron's son did to my daughter?
Certainly.
For a time, there was going to be an alliance between our houses. My daughter was to marry his son, but she was returned to me broken.
Define broken.
She thinks she's a cat. Her mind has been irrevocably destroyed, and I'm doing the best I can to keep her comfortable, but that terrible boy did something to her.
Do you have proof of that?
She went to stay with the Baron, and she came back broken.
I think it goes without saying that all kinds of mishaps happen in this land that more than meets the eye is more common the situation.
Well, she's asking us to find out the cause and what's going on. So
I can at least ask the captain, I would say.
Is your daughter here?
She is at my house.
How far is that from here?
My house is N4.
What an interesting address.
Wow.
Well, we are a traveling group of multiple skill sets, to say the least. Perhaps it might be most beneficial that we see your daughter first before conversing or engaging with a potential enemy.
I think that is agreeable.
What do you guys think?
sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Before we begin, though, despite how varied our skill set may be, there is undoubtedly the fact that we are overly exhausted and ran weary. We will need at least a night to recover and gain our strength before we begin this for you.
Of course, of course. I have to go and tend to the people of the city as well. I have some skill with healing magic, so I will see who I can aid.
I see.
I promise you I am the much superior choice to the Baron himself.
I'm sure you feel that way.
That should be apparent from what happened here this evening.
You really don't need to convince us to not like the Baron, just so you know. So you can probably save those comments and work on a better argument for yourself.
Have a good night.
I think it's best we take our leave.
And she will head off to she'll head on home to go help as many people as she can. What would the rest of you guys like to do?
Find somewhere to sleep.
Cry.
I'm kind of hoping the captain of the guard is not a total douchebag.
Well, you know, I would really like to throw you at him. You're much more charismatic, but he seems to want to talk to me, so I guess I'll try to see what he wants first, and then, you know.
Tristan, I have reserved asking such questions for quite a while, but I cannot help myself. What is a douchebag?
They were invented on this world called Eberron. So wrong.
Yeah, so accurate.
Nobody knows what they are.
How about I give you a book? I can give him a book if anyone wants to not explain it out loud.
Sounds like a great plan.
All right.
Very well. I look very forward to studying about this legendary douchebag.
I'm sure you do, buddy.
Well, that's Strahd you're talking about.
Strahd is a vampire, not a douchebag.
They can be both.
Said a voice from nowhere. What was that?
My unseen servant.
All right. So are you guys heading back to the tavern to rest? Are you going to rest here at the church?
Tavern.
Tavern.
I'm gonna stay here, try to help out Father Petrovich, and then sleep here.
I'm going to briefly say a prayer and then head to the tavern.
Wait, isn't the captain waiting at the tavern for us? No, that's tomorrow night.
Yes, tomorrow.
Okay. I just didn't want to go in there if no one wanted to talk to him tonight. Yeah, never mind.
And so we'll go to the tavern group first before we handle tearing back to the church. You guys make your way to the tavern, which has become a full-on just drink and cry sesh for the people of the town.
Yeah.
You can see that Danica, the lady who works the bar, she's sort of running around just giving out free drinks to everybody who's coming in, especially the relief workers who are helping fish people out of the wreckage and starting to, rebuild parts of the town that the vampires destroyed. It looks like those 6 vampires were not the only vampires that were smuggled into town. And the devastation seemed to be very, very atrocious all the way across town. They were lighting fires, trying to knock holes in the palisade, just being general starving vampire spawn. Mostly they were killing people. It looks like they probably killed about 15 to 20% of the population of the town.
Awesome.
And spirits are uncharacteristically low in Vallaki tonight. You guys do see Piddlewick has saved your spot at his regular table. And he himself has got a couple of bandaged up bite marks and a few other injuries looking at him.
I'll grab us around as we come in. Yeah.
And Piddlewick will sort of wave you guys over as you come over with the round.
Yeah, I'll come over and kind of nod to the rest of the group. Nod them on over.
You guys look like hell.
So do you.
Fair.
Matthias doesn't laugh, but that's my internal monologue.
When we approach the tavern, does Lancelot come running? And
he does. You notice he's got some blood on his muzzle, but it looks like he got a hold of something that came into the tavern and he chased it off.
Good plan.
He's a good boy.
You're a good boy.
And he is very excited to see all of you. You can tell he was worried about your safety. And he will run down and basically leap into Beetlejaw's arms.
Oh.
And Piddlewick has you guys all sit down. He's like, "What happened?"
What
I
did-
assume vampires, activating around town and killing everybody wasn't was just the misdirection part of the prestige, right?
Correct.
Correct.
There was some fireworks over at the church.
Seven hells. And he kind of looks down and, well, I'm glad you're all alive. Wait, is that Tyrion fellow okay?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, he's helping the father of the church.
Of course. That makes sense. I've been trying to help as many people here as I can, but I'm afraid I don't have your talent for singing rest into folks. And I got scratched up pretty bad. I'm limping around a little bit now.
That sucks. Lily takes a drink.
Do you know how the Burgermeister is responding to this?
Nobody's seen him yet. Ezek has been seen around town yelling at folks and getting the guards into action and putting out fires, but nobody's seen the Baron or his wife.
Yeah, I saw Isaac earlier tonight making the rounds.
Oh, what did you think of him? He's sort of a brash sort, isn't he?
Well, that's one way to put it. How much do you know about him?
Oh, not much. Just what I've seen staying here in town for the last couple of years. He's definitely the head thug for the Baron, for lack of a better word. Anybody who really needs their head smacked around, he's the one who gets sent. And he is usually the last person to see any of the folks who disappear.
Great.
I believe he is the enforcer for the Reformation Center.
What do you know of Lady What's-Her-Face?
Lady Voctor?
Yes, we're going to pretend that's what I said because I just didn't know her name.
She has a bit of a reputation of being a populist and a bit of a reputation of being a demonologist, so I have not had much of the opportunity to interact with her personally, but she is popular with some of the disenfranchised of Vallaki, which makes her incredibly unpopular with the enfranchised people of Vallaki.
Do you believe that she would be a better leader for Vallaki than the Baron?
Oh, I don't know about that. Well, better than the Baron, certainly, but I don't know if that's the difference between drowning in water and drowning in piss.
Do you think there could be a potential third leader or organization that would better run Vallaki for the better of the people?
Well, to be honest, I can only think of one other wealthy person in town, wealthy landed person, and that would be Mr. Vasily von Holtz. He's the guy who owns that shop in town who helped me with the puppets.
Lily drinks really fast.
Yeah,
But
there's a slight twitch in Edric's left eye.
He's the only other landed wealthy person I know of in town. And certainly you wouldn't entrust this job to like the people or democracy or anything like that.
Why not?
Well, the people here are they only understand being ruled.
Well, they may understand more if they were to ever get the opportunity, right?
I suppose, but I think that would have to wait until such a time as they were not being oppressed by a vampire overlord. Anarchy certainly can't be the answer at this time, and I don't know if great social upheaval is the safest for the town.
What about Irina?
Well, she is a noble's daughter from a different village, so she doesn't have any political allies or ties here other than the lot of you, and you are certainly very powerful allies. I believe she has a good heart, but I don't know her personally. She is a noble, though, so the people would fall into line with somebody of that nature.
Edric looks around at the rest of the party. Is Irina with us?
She's still at the church with Tyrion.
Okay. So just us. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that getting involved in this political matter between those two feuding houses is wise, especially if it means taking one side. I think it's a good idea to go and check on her daughter and see if we cannot resolve her ailment. But I don't think it's wise of us to get involved and have one faction over the other.
Well, my big worry is now that Strahd's attacked the city, what's the Baron's reaction going to be?
Well, he keeps drinking.
Is that really our concern?
Well, lots more innocents get sent to reformation camps and are killed because the Baron wigs out.
Well, it's a hard choice to make, but every time that we seem to shake up something here in town, old Granddaddy Vampire shows up and kills a bunch of innocents his own way.
You know, this whole situation reminds me of a story about a couple of teenage star-crossed lovers and the 6 people who died before their murder-suicide.
I've read that book. I've read a lot of books.
You are familiar with Mr. Williams Shakespeare.
I'm familiar with, yes, I am.
He's an Aboriginal poet.
He's a thing, is what he is. He is a thing. I'm going to look at Edric and Tristan, since they're debating this, and be like, I'm on both of your sides with this, but I want out of this town, whatever gets us out of here the soonest. I still have a sister out there, and I'm really not keen on staying here.
Understandable.
Piddlewick will say, if you are looking to leave town, there is one other place you could find sanctuary for Irina. There is the Abbey of St. Markovia in Kresk. It is it's not far from here, but it is on the farthest side of the valley from Castle Ravenloft, and it is said to be protected by some sort of divine energy. There's the abbot runs a sanitarium there that has seemed to escape the devil's gaze. Perhaps he could be of some assistance.
Something to consider. With that, as we're still talking, I'm going to tune up my lute and start playing a little bit to try to see if I can lighten the mood for as best that can be done under the circumstances for those in the tavern.
Upon watching him play, Edric's a little mesmerized by his playing. He hasn't really experienced a whole lot of music before in his past. And he realizes, as he looks around the room, that the music is kind of starting to calm some of the townsfolk. So under his breath, he says, "Be calm," casting calm emotions on pretty much the entirety of the bar. Just letting everybody relax. Maybe. Probably.
Maybe she is probably drunk at this point, so.
So everybody in the bar is kind of having a good time after a really, really bad day.
Nice. So meanwhile, over at the Church of St. Andrals, Tyrion, you are working with Father Petrovich.
I'm bandaging up what I can.
So you and Father Petrovich are working in tandem, sort of triaging anybody who's brought to the church, which is where people are bringing a great many injured and dead folks. It's sort of grueling work. The blood quit falling from the sky, but the mud in the ground is still stick and coagulating, making working outside very insufferable. Father Petrovich will he's making conversation with you as you guys are working. He says, I do thank you for trying to help. I wish I'd known that there was such a conspiracy lying in store for us with those bones.
It always seems like when things are going well, there's that damn ledge you fall off of.
There is something that I was going to tell you after you recovered the bones. But I feel I should tell you now. I have seen another of your order here in town. She came to the church much as you did a few days before you arrived. Could have been a few weeks before you arrived. And she found herself in opposition to the Baron, and she was taken to the Reformation Center.
Father, you're giving me a moral conundrum that I really don't feel I can deal with at the moment.
I am sorry about that, young man, but I felt it was your right to know.
Just, yeah. Give me a moment. Do you have a room that you don't use much?
Yes.
I'll try to clean up afterwards.
Uh-oh.
Tyrion is going to go into said room and just wreck it. I'm basically just throw the largest, loudest fit he possibly can, getting out all of his frustration. And finally, when that's done, he sets the whole place back, mends any damage that he does, and steps back out and basically joins Father Petrovich back in the triage line.
Did you get it all out, son?
I hope so, but probably not.
I'm drinking to you as well, apparently. And I don't even know it yet.
Matthias, is there anything that you're doing as the day is sort of winding down?
Kind of staring into the fireplace. I don't know if there's like a resistance to the calming thing that Edric has tried to lay out. Just sort of stewing over the day's events and not really understanding some of the reactions that he's having to the interaction with Strahd. Like there's that nagging subconscious thought that there's more going on than he's aware of, and he's just kind of consumed with that for the day.
Awesome. Well, guys, I think with that, we are going to call this week's session of Heroes of the Mist.
What are we going to call it?
We're going to call it a sad, sad time.
But we didn't die.
You guys did not die.
Oh, just most of the town.
Oh, just
Not even
humans.
most of the town, just like lots of the town.
Just 20% of the town.
A hefty chunk of person change.
Yeah, so with that sort of somber ending, I guess, thank you everybody for tuning in this week. We will be back next week for another chilling installment of Heroes of the Mist. I hope everybody enjoyed. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always. Anybody else have anything else that they would like to say before we take off?
We all need to toast to Vander, dude. Please. The first casualty.
You guys have met Strahd's true wrath for the first time.
Well, we have one more week and then we are on a break, right?
Yeah, one more week and then we're on Christmas break. So I guess we'll talk about it after the stream's over. We'll talk about what you guys want to get up to next week. But we will be here same bat time, same bat channel next week to do our vampire stuff in Barovia. I hope everybody has a great rest of your week, and we will see you again next week. Thank you so much.
Don't forget to check back on Wednesday and Thursday for more Geek Unleashed shows, Smuggler's Run and Wheels, Wheels of Fate. Yep.
Right. Wheel of Fate and Smuggler's Run.
Oh, and join us on our Discord where we like to try to keep up with our show in between sessions. So there's a channel for each of our shows.
Oof.
We got you.
Yeah.
Now let's all go cry. Off screen. Buried into our animals.
Oh, everybody go ahead and take a long rest too.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay.
Oh,
No level up this week.
But I get my max hit points back, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Bless. All right. Everyone have a good night.
Thanks, you too. Good night, all. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, y'all.